in an entertaining and interesting manner. The time is 6 to 8 minutes. The title of her speech is Seek and She Shall Find. Seek and She Shall Find. Miss Mary Williams.
How do you feel? Welcome back, teacher.
Never mind, we won't be using this. I know I've got 10 shades of red. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honorable guests. Well, thanks for being here tonight. Hopefully you are finding this a jocose evening and will continue to find it enjoyable as we move along. The presentation that I'm going to share with you for the next few moments happened to be inspired actually by the table topics that I was given last week, which was to tell a poem. Well, I got to thinking about poems, and I realized, well, I do have a poem or two in my back pocket that I thought, maybe I can pull out. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about our personal life and how one of the poems that I wrote turned out to be fun for me, and actually it was fun for Bob eventually, even though at one point I had to admit I was able to trick him and frustrate him, which, as you probably know, is very difficult to do. So let's go back in time to 1984. Now realize that in 1984, home computers were just coming into existence. In fact, we had the privilege of paying probably about the highest price for one of the first home computers you could get. It was the Radio Shack color computer. I remember that name well because I heard about it a lot before we actually acquired it. Well, after a few months, he wanted to do something more exciting. He felt like he had mastered that. And he wanted to play with it and dig into it and do some upgrading. Well, I was able to find a hard drive for him in Kansas City, which was where I was working at the time. And for Christmas, he knew in 1984 that that's what he was going to get. Well, that's pretty boring to already know what you're going to get for Christmas. So I had to jazz things up a little bit. I decided I was going to make him work for it. So Christmas Day came and went, and all the gifts were given out, and the floor was bare beneath the tree. And he said, well, where's my hard drive? I said, well, there's an envelope in the tree. You might want to look at that. So he pulled out this envelope, and it was a clue. The envelope had a clue of several, and of course he was just thrilled. Oh goody, a game. I love games. This will be quick. Well, it's one of the few times in life my husband underestimated me because I had worked really hard on putting these clues together. And in fact, I'm going to share this poem with you, which is comprised of the clues. So imagine us on Christmas Day. Everyone else had opened their gifts, and here he was, stuck with trying to find his. Seek, and ye shall find. Your next clue is in a bind. So of course he picked up the first clue out of the tree in an envelope. The next clue happened to be located in a software gift package, but it was in a binder. Of course you probably figured that out. Oh, you're here. Well, what a dear. If you want to pursue this thing for your computer, golly gee, I suggest you try the tutor. Okay, well, he ran to the tutor, which of course would be the bathroom. Well, what better place to sit a while? But wait, you don't have time to take a poop. Maybe, just maybe, if you call CS, which was a friend of ours, he can come up with more of the scoop. Well, it took him a few minutes to figure out who CS was, which was beyond me, but anyway, he finally figured that one out. Let me tune in to my crystal ball. Oh yes, I'm beginning to see it all. You've binded and tooted and chased all over. It's worse than searching for a four-leaf clover. Alas, could it be inside a drawer or a door? What's coming to me are explicit lines folded. In fact, more than that, they are smooth and molded. Now, it's up to your discretion. Just think where you've left your impression. It took 7 years to get it right. Now you can even do it in the night. Right on the in, left on the out, nice and flat, all about. Here, my friend, and the answer you'll find, or seek here, my friend, and the answer you'll find, to the clue that began in a bind. Would you have any idea where this might have been hiding? Anyone? Mark.
Back in the binder.
No, but that's a good try. You probably won't recall, or will recall after I mention it, that I have a propensity to have a very neat, organized linen closet. And the towels always have to go the same direction. And they have to be perfectly folded the same way, and that's the way they have to be. And of course, he never folded them right, at least, well, he still doesn't. And it's only been 30 years now I'm thinking about it. But nevertheless, we did finally help him because he was having a heck of a time by this time. The hard drive was in a box in the bottom of the linen closet. So that was one time that poetry came in handy for me, and it really enlivened our Christmas morning. He got his computer. We had our fun. I mean, he got his hard drive to go with the computer. We had our fun, and I can't wait until the next time comes along that he thinks I can't trick him, because I will still find something up my sleeve. Mr. President. All right. Started blabbing at me.
Take a moment, please, and make some comments on Mary's speech and any gifts that you can give her and how she might be able to improve. I know that she would be all ears to hear about that.